Well, let's look at my face. I'm gonna make a little video here. If I can get the camera to behave itself, or cell phone, on doing some knot tying and some splicing. Now, I'm just going to stand here and talk a little bit while I coil up this piece of line. And I'm going to stick the end of this line through here. And when I get done, we're going to have put a lot of knots in this rope. See them? This is a new line, by the way. I just cut it off this roll of thistle. Natural fiber. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 different knots in this piece of rope. Should put some gloves on because this thistle's got stiff stuff in it. And since it's a fiber rope, and I think thistle comes from corn stalks, I don't remember. Now, this knot right here is called a bowline. And that's the fastest way to tie it. We'll do that again. Didn't think you knew I could do it behind my back, did you? Now this knot is what we refer to as a double bowline. Now we're going to go to the middle of this piece of rope. In the middle of a piece of rope is called a bight. And this happens to be 3 strands thistle. Now I'm going to tie a knot. You see I got a round knot there, right? And I take this round knot and I pass it around. Oh, I did that wrong. So we'll do it again. See, all bowlines start with a round knot. Now this is called a bowline and a bight. Now if you observe, I can pull on this thing here, and it has an equal strain, and there's an equal strain here also. Now this one here, you take the other ends of the thing, of the line, you make a sling out of it for picking up poles and pipes and stuff like that, hanging the line on the hook. Now watch when I untie this. Remember that round knot I was talking about? It's right there. Now, if you wanted to raise up this bowl and the bite thing, or knot, sling that we now have, the knot you would do that with is called a double Beckett bend. Now pay attention. You run the line through here. You go around the eye once, twice, and then you stick the bitter end through there. And you pull up tight on it. And then it locks in place, and then you have this part here going up to your pulleys. And when you're going up to your pulleys, where you're doing that. I'll show you that again. Run it through. Go around once. If you only do it one time, it's called a single Beckett bend. But we want to go around twice. See, it still locks up, but it's not as strong. So you stick that through there once, and you stick it through a second time, and that's how you create a double Beckett bend. And cinches it tight, pull at your excess, and that's how that knot looks. Now, watch my finger and the rope. See that? And you do it again. That is called a clove hitch. Not a knot, it's called a hitch. There's a couple of different ways you can tie that. If you want to throw a clove hitch over the top of a pipe or a post, you simply go like that, and then you go like that again, and you tighten up on it, and that's your clove hitch. The other way of doing that, well, don't have anything to tie it on to. Now, say you got a piece of line that's too long for what you want it to be, and you want to shorten it up. So what you do, you take a half hitch and throw it around there, tighten it up, go to the other end, take that half hitch, throw it around those two pieces of rope, and because the half hitch puts strain on that, it locks it. So you see how that locks it? And you can put tension on it and pull on things with the thing. That's called a sheep shank. And I'm going to conclude our knot tying part of things. Now I'm going to show you how to make a simple eye splice in 3-strand line. Make an eye splice. You always start with the middle strand coming off of what you backed off of there. And open up the line. You open it up like that. Find that middle piece. And stick it in there. Then you roll it over. Go over the next piece. Starting from the bottom now. And you do that tuck. Open that back up again and stick into that through there. Now you got 2 tucks. And the third one, this one over here, it goes over goes into there. And the place don't have the line tucked under it. And those are your first 3 tucks. Go back to your middle. Go over one. Screwed up. Get that back in there in the right place. Got a little ahead of myself. So for your next tucks, you go over one and under the next, starting back there at the one from the furthest back. Next one over one, under one. Next one over. See, over that one and under that one. With natural fiber line, you only need to make 3 tucks in order to have the strength that you have to have for your eye splice. If you're using synthetic line, you have to have a minimum of 5 tucks. Because the knot splices can slip out in synthetic line. Now, I'm going to show you how to make a California taper. You see, we got that one tucked through there. We got this one tucked under there. And this one go over and we go under. And you see when all these line up together, they actually create a taper. And when you get through with your splice, you take your line and you rub it back and forth between your hands like this. And it smooths everything out. And this California taper, take your scissors or your knife, and cut off your excess. And you have a nice looking splice. If you don't do that, you're going to have 3 strands of line sticking out all in the same place. And it's going to be able to catch up on things if you put them through things like